Hello, Facebook, YouTube. Topic of the message, since it's, Martin Luther King's birthday, I'm gonna do his videos things on Martin Luther King Day. Do his impact, how his life impacted others, and hopefully impacting a whole lot of people right now. But his example hope his example is impacting you to, like I said, stand for the truth no matter what people do to you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what the anthem of his life is, what I see, and I admire that. Not worshiping Martin Luther King, but I am appreciating what he did as an example to others and what others should follow. All right, let's get that right. But the topic of this message is talking about Martin Luther King, talking about what he said, that, all men are created equal in the eyesight of God. All men are created equal in the eyesight of God. Now, here's the thing, that's saying a whole lot of stuff. But here's the problem of this situation. Let's talk about America. America and God. Now, they come up, shout outs to, George Washington, that stated, in his first speech, that he did for America, that, that he said that if America, I'm not phrasing, quote unquote, I'm not phrasing it, I'm paraphrasing what he's saying. He said, if America forgets about God, then there's going to be nothing. Put it as something like that. I can't, but he stated that in New York, in the beginning of the establishment of this country. God has been, everywhere. God bless America. One nation under God, in the Pledge of Allegiance. In God we trust here. God had a presence in this country, and the benefits of this country, of this blessing and this prosperity that this country, United States, have been given to them. It's pretty much is about about what God has given them. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, God has made to me, a strongly presence known in the world we live in the United States of America. I speak for the United States of America. But the thing is, and now Martin Luther King, of course, black people are being mistreated, are being treated, lower than, the human being, and bad things happen to them. They're being, all kind of horrendous things that I can't wrap my mind around. If I was in that day, I can't wrap my mind around that. I can't wrap my mind around what I will do in those days concerning the mistreatment that was going on to black people. I can't wrap my mind around it. I just don't know what I do, but I won't do nothing. But I did something. But anyway, it was horrendous. But he comes up to make a statement about that we all men, not black people. Let's get this right. Not black people. He said all men are created equal in the eyesight of God. Now, the thing is, what people need to understand about the Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speech was based upon the idea he mentioned that I have a dream that I see white people and black people playing alongside one another, more likely racists getting along with one another and getting along with the idea of the foundation of recognizing who you are, pretty much. Because here's the thing, that I'm going to add on this, it's just simple. Genesis 1:26. We're made in the image and the likeness of God, And the thing is, when you understand that every human being is made in the image and the likeness of God, you will not treat that person. I mean, imagine if everybody knew that everybody was made in the image and the likeness of God. And guess what? The ideal, if you mistreat this person, you're mistreating, let me see here, God? Can we look at it that way? Can we look at human beings, that if we mistreat a human being, you're mistreating a creation of God. You know what I'm saying? That I notice that people don't have that mindset, that they don't realize when you fight or beat up or abuse or mistreat, you're not punching that person. You're punching what belongs to God. Because God created everything. The Bible says God created all things. God created man and human. When you start abusing human beings and mistreating them like you want to treat them, you are mistreating what's God's. And the thing is, the worst thing that, of course, to me, America can ever establish, you know, if it would want to be a country that's successful concerning their relationship with God, the worst thing you can ever come up with an idea is a disbelief that God doesn't exist. Yeah, shout out atheists. Yeah, this disbelief that there's no God concerning the fingerprint of God is all over the United States of America concerning how this, you know, country was established. You know what I'm saying? The establishment of this country, the success stories you will hear God echoed all through America history. That how we became a great nation and a great country because of him, and how we depended upon him. Each and every majority of the presidents can testify of that reality. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, here's the thing, a country forgetting about God. So if you forget about God and now you don't think he exists, now you think you can just beat up this person, you can mistreat this person, now you can mistreat everything because things don't, or people don't have no significance. People don't matter. Nothing. People don't matter. Nothing don't matter. And how you mistreat somebody and, you know, treat them any kind of way. Nothing doesn't matter. That's the mindset is developed when you forget about God first. It's the idea, forget about God. Because here's the thing. But here's the reality is that all men are created equal. Because of God, that God created this system that we need to understand. If we don't understand the system correctly, you know what I'm saying, bad things can, or pretty much you reap what you sow. You know, and the thing is, people don't believe in, you know, the reaping and sowing process. Many people don't believe in the reaping and sowing process. They think, oh, just mistreat people, not gonna come back to me. Wow. Fool will say in their heart there is no God. But here's the thing, what Martin Luther King wants you to, and I want you to understand about God, you know, because it's not about us. It's not about us giving a speech or ministering a message about what we got to say, but it's about God. It's about all men are created, first of all, by God. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, if we don't understand that reality that all men are created by God, we are definitely in trouble. Now, what we need to come to understand that only love will do is that all men are created by the image. All men in creating the eyesight, but he was creating his image. But if we can't see God's image in every individual, we will mistreat anybody any kind of way. But guess what? Only God's love can see his image in every individual, and they will treat and they will respect every individual in his image the way they're supposed to be treated if they have the love of God. That's how the love of God works. When you get the love of God, you no longer see just another person or just another individual, just another human being. You see his image. You see what God has created. And you see God created this person for a purpose, to be used to do something that will impact somebody else, that will impact one another, that will impact something that's going to help better somebody in the near future. That's what you see when you're supposed to see humanity that God has created.